Have you ever wondered why some people seem to handle life's challenges with grace and poise while others crumble under pressure? The answer lies in emotional intelligence, a concept that's not just about being sugar sweet, but rather deeply understanding and managing emotions. Emotional intelligence, or EI, is the ability to identify, use, understand, and manage emotions in positive ways. It's a skill that enables us to navigate through life's ups and downs, and it's much more than just being in tune with our feelings. It's about self-awareness, recognizing and understanding our own emotions and how they affect our thoughts and behavior. It's about managing those emotions, not letting fear, anger, or anxiety control our actions. It's about motivation, using our emotions to achieve our goals. And it's about recognizing emotions in others, empathizing, and handling relationships effectively. So, emotional intelligence provides the tools for understanding and managing our own and others' emotions. Now, what are the signs of an emotionally intelligent person? How do they behave differently than others? Well, one of the most prominent traits is their ability to listen effectively. They're not just passively hearing words, they're actively engaged in understanding the feelings behind those words. For example, when a friend shares a problem, an emotionally intelligent person doesn't just offer a solution, but empathizes, validates their feelings, and helps them explore their own solutions. Another notable trait is their thoughtfulness before action. They don't react impulsively, rather they assess their feelings, identify the triggers, and then decide the best course of action. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Instead of honking incessantly, an emotionally intelligent person would take a deep breath, understand their frustration, and perhaps choose to listen to some calming music instead. Dealing with criticism is another area where emotionally intelligent people excel. They don't shy away from feedback. Instead, they perceive it as an opportunity to learn and grow. When a colleague points out a mistake in their presentation, they don't get defensive but appreciate the feedback and work on improving. Knowing when and how to say no is also a strong characteristic. They understand their limits and are not afraid to set boundaries. If they are overwhelmed with work, and a coworker asks for help on a project, they would politely decline instead of overextending themselves and compromising their own tasks. They also have the ability to let go of mistakes. They don't dwell on past errors, but see them as valuable lessons. Say, they botched a job interview. Instead of beating themselves up, they would analyze what went wrong, take note for future references, and move on. Finally, they are generous and expect nothing in return. They don't keep score of their good deeds but believe in spreading kindness. They might help a stranger pick up dropped groceries or offer their seat to an elderly person on a crowded bus just because it feels good to do good. These are just a few examples of how emotionally intelligent people behave differently. Their ability to navigate their feelings and understand others' emotions make them stand out. You might be wondering, why aren't all of us emotionally intelligent? What holds some people back? Well, let's dive into some of the reasons. First off, a lack of self-awareness can be a significant factor. Imagine someone who often finds themselves in heated arguments but can't quite pinpoint why. They might be quick to point fingers elsewhere, but the root of the problem may lie in their inability to recognize their own emotions and how they affect their actions. Next, an inability to control impulses can also hinder emotional intelligence. Take for instance a person who frequently sends off angry emails at the heat of the moment, only to regret it later. This lack of impulse control can lead to damaged relationships and missed opportunities. Poor social skills is another factor that can limit emotional intelligence. Let's consider someone who struggles to maintain meaningful relationships, or often feels left out in social settings. They may find it hard to read social cues or respond appropriately to the emotions of others. This can stem from a lack of understanding and misinterpretation of others' feelings and intentions. Lastly, a lack of empathy can greatly affect emotional intelligence. Imagine a manager who dismisses his team's concerns about workload and stress, insisting they just need to work harder. This shows an inability to empathize with others' experiences and feelings, which can create a hostile environment and lower morale. Each of these factors, lack of self-awareness, inability to control impulses, poor social skills, and lack of empathy, contribute to a deficit in emotional intelligence. But here's the crucial point: these are all areas where improvement is possible. With effort and practice, anyone can enhance their emotional intelligence. It's like learning to play a musical instrument or acquiring a new language. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. And the payoff? A deeper understanding of oneself, better relationships, and a more fulfilling life. The inability to understand and manage emotions can greatly limit a person's emotional intelligence, but the good news is, it's a skill that can be learned and improved. So why does emotional intelligence matter? Why should we strive to improve ours? Let's explore this together. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is a crucial skill that touches every aspect of our lives. It's the bedrock of our personal relationships, shaping how we understand, communicate, and connect with others. It's the ability to perceive, evaluate, and manage emotions in ourselves and others. A keen EQ allows us to navigate social complexities, prevent misunderstandings, and foster stronger bonds. In the professional realm, emotional intelligence is equally vital. It's not just about crunching numbers or mastering a craft, it's about understanding the emotional undercurrents in the workplace, managing stress, resolving conflicts, and leading with empathy. Individuals with high EQs are often better team players, effective leaders, and are more adaptable to change. They can read the room, so to speak, and respond in ways that foster positive interactions and outcomes. But emotional intelligence isn't just about our relationships with others, it's also about our relationship with ourselves. It's the cornerstone of mental health, helping us understand and manage our own emotions. It enables us to handle stress, overcome challenges, and bounce back from life's setbacks. High emotional intelligence equates to resilience, self-awareness, and a generally positive outlook on life. So, let's recap what we've learned today. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, use, and manage our own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. It affects every aspect of our lives, from our relationships to our careers to our mental health. Emotionally intelligent people are self-aware, empathetic, adaptable, resilient, and effective communicators. On the other hand, those who lack emotional intelligence often struggle with understanding and managing emotions, both their own and others. Remember, emotional intelligence is not about being soft. It's about being smart with our feelings. And as we've learned today, it's a skill that can make a world of difference in our lives. Alright, we've learned a lot about emotional intelligence so far, but how can we actually work on improving it? Here are some practical ways to enhance your emotional intelligence. First, practice self-awareness. This involves reflecting on your emotions and how they influence your actions. Pay attention to how you react to different situations. Do you become angry when under stress? Do you shut down when criticized? Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards managing your emotions better. Second, try to practice empathy. This means putting yourself in other people's shoes and trying to understand their perspective. If a colleague is upset, don't just dismiss it. Try to understand why they might be feeling that way. This helps to build stronger, more compassionate relationships. Third, learn to manage your emotions. This can be achieved by implementing stress management techniques like deep breathing or meditation. It could also mean taking a time out when you feel your emotions escalating, to prevent saying or doing something you might regret later. Fourth, improve your communication skills. This involves not just talking, but listening. Really listen to what others have to say before responding. Try to understand their point of view and express your own thoughts in a clear, non-confrontational manner. Lastly, seek feedback from others. It can be hard to gauge your own emotional intelligence, so ask for input from people you trust. They can provide valuable insights into areas you may need to work on. Remember, enhancing emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It requires practice, patience, and persistence. But the benefits are well worth the effort, leading to improved relationships, better mental health, and greater success in life.